Hi everybody. I'm gonna read my book. My mama sold me for a $50 bag of crack. This book was inspired by a lady that lived across the street that nobody liked and her daughter. Okay. Um, Neither one of them was living right. Okay, to be around. I have a problem with my connections. That's why I was waiting for it to come back on. But the rumor was that my neighbor sold her 14-year-old daughter for a $50 bag of crack. Okay. Um, the daughter told me part of her story, but I didn't put the story in the book. But like I said, I was inspired. I was inspired to make this book. Okay, to write this book. And it took me years and years and years to decide that, hey, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to write. But this wasn't my first book, but I'm going to get into the story. I thought a few people was going to come on the live, but I don't see anybody on. So I'm just going to read. My mama sold me for a $50 bag of crack. This is book one. Okay. The intro. I am four. I am blue, and I am 14 years old, living a life of hell. I wish that I had wings to fly away to a better place, and sometimes I wish that my mother would die. I am tired of being mistreated, hungry, and feeling like a black sheep. I have no one to care for me. What can a poor teenage girl like me do? What can what can a poor teenage girl like me do? I had no friends because my hair was never combed and my clothes were dirty. I knew that I stunk, but what could I do? I am a child and someone is supposed to take care of me, but instead, I am suffering. Please, God, Joe. Name is Lola, and she has no love for me or my sister, Harmony. I don't know why she even bothered even having us because we were nothing but a welfare check to her. Mama sold the food stamps and never bedroom with Miss. I'm waiting for this to reconnect. I'm gonna start back, okay? Since the connection was broken. Mr. Larry would motion to his private parts, and Mama would smile. She would go to her bedroom with Mr. Larry trailing behind her. The next thing I would hear is the headboard knocking against the wall and my mama screaming, "Fuck me harder." Mama's bed springs would start squeaking when they got into a rhythm. Mama and Mr. Larry would be in the room moaning and groaning. Before long, Mr. Larry would be howling. I would peep into the room and see my mama with her face down and her booty in the air. Mr. Larry, Mr. Larry's booty was naked and there would be sweat dripping down his back. I would run off and giggle and wonder what it was called that they were doing. I wish it as I wish it was me moaning in that room. One day, I told Harmony that I wanted Mr. Larry to do the same thing to me that he was doing to our mama. My sister thought I was ape shit crazy. I told Harmony that afterward I would leave Mr. Larry, that afterward that I would have Mr. Larry, Buy me some food. I heard my mama tell her bestie Evelyn all the time that you have to use what you got to get what you want. I wanted a hot meal. Growing up hasn't been easy for me or my sister because our mama is on the crack rock and has sold her pussy and soul for it. I don't know who would want sex from my mama because to me, she smelled like stinking fish. I kept my mouth shut about it because I didn't want to catch the back of her hand to my face. One day, I went to the bathroom and almost died from the smell. The raggedy toilet was covered with some foul smelling green stuff. It was so disgusting. I did not know why my mama never cleaned up after herself, but that was her way. My mama was selfish and didn't care about anything except what she wanted. My daddy got shot and killed trying to rob a bank. He wasn't perfect, but he made sure that we ate. I missed him so much, and I wish that I had died with my daddy. Harmony and I didn't share the same daddy. My older sister and I did everything together. I was never bored when Harmony was around. She had a very creative imagination and would invent games and tell scary stories. But one summer, Harmony went to visit her pappy and never came back home. I guess her pappy wasn't too keen on Harmony looking like a ragamuffin. Our mama never bought us anything that was worthwhile. And sometimes mama would find other people's old toys and clothes and bring them home to us. Mama felt like the toys and clothes were the top of the line. She really felt like she was doing something fabulous. Harmony didn't want the toys because back at her daddy's house, she had new toys that her daddy, grandma, and stepmother bought for her. And every time Mama would bring the smelly toys home, Harmony would frown. Harmony's daddy's name is Theo. And he always sent those child support checks like clockwork. But Mama never bought Harmony a piece of candy or anything for that matter. Ever since Harmony left, I was alone. Most of the time because Mama stayed out in the streets from early morning to late at night. I am always sad and hungry. Some nights the wind blew furiously through the cracked windows. I had to bundle up really good in the raggedy sheet that I had. It was harder to keep warm because I no longer had Harmony's body heat. I longed for better days. Thank you for listening. This was the intro to my book. Mama sold me for a $50 bag of crack. Um, I'll be reading. Doing a part two to this book. I hope you enjoyed it. Please thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. Here's my book, and if you're interested in buying a book, just hit me up in the comment section, and I will make sure that I'll get back to you. Thank you. Have a great night.